Hello there, my Maple Leaf fans. Welcome to the pregame show before we take on the Tampa Bay Lightning tonight at 7. I have the highlights of tonight's game at midnight, but right now I'm going to take you live to the pregame press conference with the players and the coaches.
Sort of response are you expecting from the group tonight?
No, to come out and play better, play more our style of the way we have been playing all year pretty much. So we gotta it's a big game for us. We gotta come out and respond like you said, play better to get a win here tonight.
What is the biggest thing that has to change, do you think, coming off last night?
No, I think we talked a little bit about it last night. I think we made it a little bit too easy on them instead of getting on them a little bit more, having our forecheck. When we have a good forecheck, we're getting the puck back and kind of creating a lot of chances from that. And at the same time, we don't have to defend as much. So that's what we need to get back to.
What have you guys done well against Tampa this season?
Playing fast. That's our style of playing. I think when we do that, we look like a fast team, and we are. So that's kind of how we want to play. But last night I felt like we were kind of dragging the puck back a little bit too much instead of attacking them. So that's our mindset.
As a defenseman, what do you see as the biggest challenge when you're out there against Kucherov?
No, it's obviously a lot of good players in this league, and seems like every night is a different challenge. Tonight is not going to be different. So, but for our group, I think you want to play against those players, and like I said, you want to take time and space away and try to get on him. But at the same time, I think they have a lot of other good players too that we have to be aware of. But it all comes down to what we do out there when we stick to our game plan and playing fast and playing on our toes. I think that's when we're a really good team.
What have you learned about the group's ability to bounce back this season after a result like last night?
No, I think we have done it a lot this year. I mean, you're not gonna win all 82 games, so I think we have been responding well after a loss. So I'm expecting that out of our group tonight.
The Avs just loaned Landeskog to the AHL affiliate, so this comeback's it's happening. What has stood out about him? What does it say about him that he's working his way back like this?
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, as a Swede, I think you want him to come back and obviously be able to play again. So it's good to see that he's back on the ice and hopefully get the chance and feeling good enough to come back. So it's good to see.
When he's at his best, what did you appreciate about his game?
No, he's just one of those type of players that kind of touch on everything. Plays the game the right way. Hard to play against. Got some skill. Got the chance to play with him on the national team and great leader in the room and a really good player overall.
Lysol laundry disinfectant eliminates germs detergents leave behind. Lysol, what it takes to protect.
Stretching will not make you flexible, and it will not eliminate your recurring injuries. Stretching will relax your muscles and make you feel good in the moment, but it will not make you strong, mobile, or resilient. You need to strengthen your joints, build strength through a full range of motion, and build the strength to move out of alignment. This means not only will your tiredness and recurring injuries disappear now, but you will have the resilience to prevent them from constantly coming back. My name is Vanya Moves, and here at Moves Method, we are the leading experts that elite athletes, fitness enthusiasts, and high performance turn to when tightness, stiffness, and recurring injuries have stalled their progress and nothing else has delivered lasting results. We don't focus on stretching, we don't focus on foam rolling or tedious activation drills, and we're not about giving quick fixes or temporary relief. What we focus on is true mobility training, so that not only do your tightness, stiff joints, and recurring injuries disappear now, but they don't keep coming back. The reason we say this with such confidence is because this is the exact training system that has transformed over 10,000 of our clients in 41 countries, from professional athletes to everyday fitness enthusiasts who thought that they were too injured to ever move freely again, all the way to complete.
Just a word on another countryman, Victor's abilities, longevity to be at this level. Just your thoughts on playing with him and against him?
Yeah, no, he's an unbelievable player, even better person. So no, I'm not surprised that he's playing at this level. He showed it year after year, and just the way he kind of carries himself out there. Obviously a big part of this organization and been for a long time. So yeah, he's hard to play against. Moves the puck well, got a good shot, and seems like he's making his teammates better around him. So no, can't say enough good things about him.
What was your takeaway from last night's game?
I think we didn't quite come into it with the energy that we should have. Got out-battled a little bit, and then just weren't capitalizing on a couple opportunities, and that's the difference in a tight game against good teams like that. So just something that we can address, and we'll be ready to fix tonight.
Do you like your thought of just getting right back after a game like last night?
Yeah, especially in a game that matters again tonight. That's so important for the standings. I think it's going to be huge for us to be able to bounce back and bring that energy that maybe we weren't bringing earlier in the game last night. So yeah, it'll be nice to come back at it.
What have you learned about the team's ability to kind of respond to performances like last night?
Yeah, I think usually we do respond really well, and I'm looking forward to how it's going to be tonight. I think we usually recognize when things aren't going well, and I think that's a sign of a good team. Is you're not going to have your best every single night, but you're going to be able to bring it shortly after.
What have you done well against Tampa this season to win all 3 games?
We've played really fast. I think we've played behind them, tried to play quick ups a lot of pucks without letting them get set in their neutral zone forecheck or getting set on their forecheck. We're just trying to move pucks up, get it past them, and then be hard on their D. I think has been our biggest success.
What do you think about Kucherov and the challenge he presents when you're out there against him?
Yeah, I think he can make plays at any point. He can make a pass across ice through a couple sticks. You never know when he's going to do it either. So just playing him tight, being in his space, being in his hands, not letting him make those plays. Even when it's on the wall, he can make plays in the middle. So just being smart and being on him.
And as a goal scorer, like what do you notice about Vasilevsky? What makes him a big challenge? He's always having a pretty good season.
Yeah, he just cuts the angle so well, coming in and shooting on him. You don't see any net. I think that's the biggest thing that you see, just how big he is and how good he is at finding those angles. So it's changing the angles, getting rebounds, getting in and around his net is going to be a success for us.
How did you go about addressing last night's game with the group here this morning?
Yeah, a lot of what we talked about last night, I talked to you guys about, and move on. And it's a big game tonight, obviously. First place, very good team. Tampa, we know what they're all about. We got to be a lot more competitive, and we got to win more puck battles than we did last night, and more urgency in our game than we had last night. I mean, that's really what it boils down to.
What have you seen from your group this year when they've had a result like last night? There've been very few of them.
Yeah.
In the ability to respond.
They've been good. We usually, they come out and a lot more competitive next game, and get a response out of them.
You guys have sorry, go
No,
ahead.
I expect the same thing.
You guys have been good against Tampa this year. Like, what have you liked about how the group has approached the matchups against Tampa?
Well, you got to do a good job with your penalty kill. You got to be disciplined, and I think we had a 5-minute major against them this year. I'm not sure early on, but our penalty kill's been good against them. It's got to be good, and we got to be disciplined. You got to do a good job of checking their top players. I mean, they're obviously very good players, and they're competitive players. So we got to do a good job of that. And we did a good job of counterattacking them. We checked well, and we were able to create something the other way off of it. And I think we did a good job of that in the 3 games this year so far against them.
What has stood out to you about Kucherov in particular when you talk about their top guys? Like, how do you? Seems like the kind of guy you never know exactly what he's going to do. What's the best way to approach him?
Well, you got to take time and space away from him. You got to be hard on him and physical as much as you can. At the same time, he's such a good playmaker, and he has the eyes in the back of his head almost. Like, he knows where his players are and his line mates, and he'll just make a play under pressure to him. He's very good at it. He's an elite player. We all know that. But at the same time, we got to go at him. We got to take time and space away from him. We got to have good sticks against him. I mean, that's important. Good stick details and taking away his options and getting sticks on pucks and things like that. Because, like I said, he's under pressure. You'll still make a play.
Vasilevsky's obviously having an incredible season, but because of the success that I mentioned before against him, you put some pucks past him. You chased him in a game earlier this year. Does that give you a little added confidence, especially your top guys, to go up against a goalie like that?
Yeah, they, for sure. I mean, they're confident anyhow, but it's about traffic and it's about rebounds and things like that against them. You gotta outcompete the goalie, and we got to get pucks to the net with traffic and then win those battles. I can think of 2 or 3 goals we scored against them this year with those types of situations.
I hate Witten and Lublin for helping employees win their completely justified cases against me.
What can you get for $1 these days? A Pizza Hut pizza. That's what. Online only.